Hello there, in this video we are going to talk how to be not stupid. So without further ado, consider a situation where a person comes to you, probably a stranger, comes to you and asks you to invest your money into a cryptocurrency. What would you do in that situation? The first step would be initial information gathering and filtering. Once you identify that something looks good and a good potential investment, go to the CoinMarketCap page for that symbol and look at the website and blockchain explorer. Critically evaluate the website. This is your first pass of the bullshit detector, and you can tell a lot from just the website whether it's a scam or not. If the website uses terms like Web 4.0 or other nonsensical buzzwords, if it's unprofessional and has anonymous teams, stay away. You might understand these terms, or maybe you are aware of these terms, but if they seem out of context, please stay away. Always look for a roadmap. Compare to what was actually delivered so far. Check the team. Try to find them on LinkedIn and what they did in the past. Read the white paper or business development plan. You should fully understand how this crypto functions and how it's trying to create value. If there is no use case, or if the use case does not require or benefit from a blockchain, move on. Look for red flags like massive portions of the float being assigned to the founders of the coin, vague definition of who would use the coin, anonymous teams, promises of large payouts. These are some of the red flags you have to be keeping in mind. Check the blockchain explorer. How is the token distribution across accounts? Are the big accounts holding or selling? Which account is likely the foundation account? Foundation account is the account that the founders use. Reddit and there are a lot of cryptocurrency blogs these days are a good source of information to evaluate these cryptocurrencies. Generally, any new cryptocurrency has a Twitter, Instagram, or a subreddit. A good way would be to check these sites and see if you are getting decent and sincere comments from the community. Look at the GitHub repos. Does it look empty or is there plenty of activity? You would also find it useful if you have an investment checklist. What is an investment checklist? It is a checklist of questions that you find important, and while you are researching a crypto, you can save these little snippets which you can quickly access. So some of these questions are: what is the problem or transactional inefficiency the coin is trying to solve? What is the dev team like? What is their track record? How are they funded, organized? Who is their competition and how big is the market they are targeting? What is the roadmap they created? What current product exists, and if there is no product, what is the release date for the first product that they are trying to launch? Make sure that it is not too far away into the future, and if it is, then you would probably want to wait out and see how that turns out. How does the token or coin actually derive value for the holder? Is there a staking mechanism or is it transactional? What are the weaknesses or problems with this crypto? Have a skeptical mindset when you're evaluating these currencies, new currencies specifically. That should help you to stay away from a lot of the cheating and the fraud. You would also want to have a simple model, a framework, just tries to derive a valuation through relative terms, and that will put you above most crypto investors. Some simple evaluation methods like Metcalfe's law, which states that the value of a network is proportional to the square of the number of connected users of the system. So basically you can compare various currencies based on their market cap and square of active users or traffic. Another easy one is simply looking at the total market cap that the coin is supposedly targeting and comparing it to the market cap of the coin. Think of the market cap not only with circulating supply like it's shown on CoinMarketCap, but including total supply. If it's meant to be just used as a currency, then take a look at the circulating supply and look at the amount that is in the cold storage or set to be released or burned. Most cryptos are deflationary, so think about how the float schedule will change over time and how this will affect price. Once you have a model like this set up, you can compare cryptos against each other, and most importantly, it will require that you build a mental framework within your mind on why somebody would want to own this coin other than to sell it to another greater fool for a higher price. So don't just get into it because you would want to sell it at a higher price or like flipping your couch. Modeling out a valuation will lead you to think long term and think about the inherent value rather than price action. Think about your portfolio allocation. You should think first in broad terms how you allocate between safe and speculative cryptos. For new investors like you, it's best to keep a substantial portion in what would be considered large cap safe cryptos, primarily BTC and ETH. I personally consider XMR to be safe as well. And a good starting point is to have between 50 to 70% of your portfolio in these safe cryptocurrencies. As you become more confident and informed, you can move your allocation into speculative small caps. So basically, you should think in terms of segments and how much of your total portfolio is in each segment. For example, core holdings can be one segment where you have BTC and Ethereum. Smart contracts platform segment like Ethereum, Polkadot, Algo, Solana. Privacy segment like Monero, Zcash, etc. Finance bank settlement segment like Stellar, XRP, etc. Enterprise blockchain solution segment like VeChain, promising or innovative tech segment, Nano, ADA, Pages, etc. So basically you should think about where we are in that cycle. As now given so much uncertainty, it's probably best to stay heavily in core holdings and pick up a few coins within a segment you understand well. If you don't understand how enterprise solutions work or how the value chain is built through corporations, don't invest in the enterprise blockchain solutions segment. If you are a techie who loves the technology behind a coin, invest in that. Think of your circle of competence. This term is actually from Warren Buffett, and it refers to your body of knowledge that allows you to evaluate an investment. Think about what you know best and consider investing in those types of coins. If you don't know anything about how supply chain functions, how can you competently judge whether VeChain will achieve adoption, isn't it? This is where your portfolio allocation also comes into play. You should diversify, but according to me, you should not be in more than 12 cryptos because there are just millions and billions of cryptocurrencies and they will keep on coming. You simply don't have enough competency or time to assess the risks associated with every category of these cryptocurrencies. If you had over 20 different cryptos in your portfolio, you should probably think about consolidating to a few sectors you understand well. Continuously educate yourself about the technology and the markets. Even if you think that you're not a techie and you basically hate technology, you should still try to learn a little bit about cryptocurrencies if you are interested in investing. If you still don't want to do it, I would recommend you to stay away from this investing space completely. So in order to learn a bit about cryptocurrency each day, you can hop onto Reddit, check out Twitter. There are a lot of information and educational pieces coming out. You can follow each crypto that you are interested in and see the developments coming in. You can also follow some of the YouTubers like me who talk about cryptocurrencies in an unbiased manner and are not promoting or shilling any specific coin. You would want to stay away from such YouTubers who are promoting a coin which most likely is a promotion, and that is what we are trying to stay away from. If you don't understand how the technology works and what the benefits of blockchain are, or how the proof of stake or proof of work works, how mining actually works, please learn first. Hope this video helps you to understand how to evaluate at a very high level. Let us know in the comments if you want us to talk more about the market analysis and price predictions. Like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.